Lucas Alexander pitched a shutout pretty much against Steven Peterson. I thought Steven Peterson would be able to get in on Alexander, if not with his striking, then certainly with his grappling. And just he had nothing for him the whole fight. Lucas Alexander was too tough to get inside on and too powerful, really working Steven Peterson down low, especially with leg kicks, and just beat him up and kind of took him out of the fight early. But Steven Peterson, he's tough as all fuck. He's not going anywhere. And he made it to the final bell, even though he was dropped at the end of the fight and everything. He made it, and he did retire after the fight. I should congratulate him on his career. The guy made it to the UFC, had some really good performances, showed a lot of grit and toughness, and retired. I think he's 32, 33, whatever he is, theoretically in his prime. But I want to say, good move. Good move. You don't have to wait for the wheels to fall off. And who knows where he's at with the UFC. He might have been cut or whatever after this anyway. But, you don't have to keep fighting forever. And Steven Peterson, he's a guy that can take it. He doesn't have the knockout losses. Only one of them, and it was over 10 years ago, I believe. But you don't have to wait for the knockout losses. And I'm sure he's got something else lined up or some other idea of how he's going to live his life, coaching, whatever he said. And he's going to pursue that. And I hope he does well. I always liked the guy in the short time I've known him, a few years or whatever. I don't know him personally, but, the short time I've known of him. And, yeah, wish him well. Lucas Alexander, this guy exceeded my expectations greatly. And he does have 3 losses, all by submission. So I still have my doubts about him. But on the feet, I don't have too many doubts. Guy fought really well for 15 minutes in a winning effort, sure, which is easier to do than a losing effort. But I think he's definitely got some potential. I want to see even how he deals with adversity on the feet at the UFC level. But Steven Peterson just wasn't able to bring it, against him. He was too young, too fast, too big. So great debut for Lucas Alexander. That wasn't his debut. It was his sophomore effort. But still, he's 1-1 now, and he's not going anywhere. He just earned himself a UFC contract or whatever the fuck. Like, share, subscribe, all that horseshit. Check out my other videos.